All right, thank you for joining me for a 90-minute yoga class. We're going to start with a few rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times and take us out of our comfort zone, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we won't feel good after class. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your side. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. We'll start with 2 rounds of half sun salutes, which are wonderful alternatives if you have wrist, elbow, or shoulder injuries. From there, we will go into 3 rounds of full sun salutes. But if the half salutes are speaking to you, continue with those. Last week, I messed this part up, so hopefully I will remember to start with 2 half salutes this time. Okay, bring your feet close together, arms down by your side. If you'd like to set an intention or a dedication for your class, you're welcome to do so. The Sanskrit word for that is sankalpa. So if you'd like to set a sankalpa for your practice, dedicating it to someone or something in your life, or setting an intention for your practice, like being gentle or trying something new, right? This is a great time to do that. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center, and we will begin our class by saluting Surya, the god of sun. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or rooting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift. This is a half sun salute. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, biceps with ears fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. You can have hands on thighs, shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, fold again, stomach to thighs. Inhale, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up with a flat back. Exhale, hands down. You can continue with the half sun salutes or join me for 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, neck long. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop position. You're welcome to go from your plank or tabletop directly into a down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, we'll take a chaturanga, lean forward, hug your elbows into your ribs, and pull yourself down, hover just above the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head. Look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. Feels so good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, look forward, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, connect to your breath. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to floor, shoulder width distance, step back into your plank or tabletop. Remember that you can go from here into your down dog or child's pose, or lean forward, hug your elbows all the way into your ribs, and imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, push up into your back bend, keep your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, and root down through all 28 knuckles, as well as the space between your index finger and thumb. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up with a flat back. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale through your nose, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, you can take a wider stance. And if you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, heels down, hips up, breathe. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 into yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely for 2 sets of pranayama, standing deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. All the time against the back of your throat. Your nose and your mouth are just a passageway. Breathe as much as possible, as long as possible, as slow as possible. Don't forget to have fun. Feet together, toes, heels touch. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Elbows touch, pointing to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles, gluteal muscles, lock your legs. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in the heels, hips a little forward, lower body still like a statue, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, contract your abdominal wall. Keep your shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Keep your fingers interlaced up to the webbing, palms face the floor, wrists straight. Exhale, head up. Use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a tight fist. Squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. So just the neck and arms are moving. Keep the shoulders down, neck long, spine straight from the side. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling. Push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change. Arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Great. Second set, maybe a little bit more familiar, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Top thumb presses into the throat. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in. Grow taller out of the base of your spine and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Go slow. Chin down, elbows up. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. You're learning breath control, breathing a little slower, longer, deeper, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Make this the strongest breath so far. Every inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath. Exhale, head up. So we're working on breath control, lung capacity, and neck and shoulder mobility at the top of class. Inhale, head down. We're also becoming a little bit more aware of our body in time and space. Keep the weight in your heels, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. In a good yoga class, even your eyeballs get a workout. So without back bending, look for the wall behind you, stretch the ocular nerve, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. I'll do a few with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, strongest one so far. Exhale. Inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath, second set, deepest breath of your life. You take in so much air, your lungs expand, you almost levitate off of your mat. Exhale, head up, take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath, any worries, any cares, let them go, be here now, elbows touch, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Tadasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend right and left, right and left. Whew, every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller. I'm tight this morning. So this is a great way to wake up the spine, and you're also checking in. So for example, if you also went, whew, when you started doing this, right, that might be a sign to go slow throughout class. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. So try to seal off the gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Nice tight white knuckle grip, wrists straight, arms with your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush. Know where you need to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. That's a beautiful gift that you have given yourself, and nobody can take it away from you. Keep the weight in your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right. Breathe slow and steady in and out through the nose. Think about flooding the whole right side of your body with breath. If at any point in class you can't breathe, you're holding your breath, or you have to breathe through your mouth, that's an invitation to do a little bit less. And we want to keep the body nice and oxygenated so that we don't get any lactic acid buildup. There are a couple postures like the back bend that we'll do after this, in which you might not be able to do like deep belly breaths, right? And that's okay. It's just that you're never depriving your body of oxygen. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up. So first back bend of the day, we're going to try something called 80-20 breathing. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open and relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. So you take that initial big breath of air, and then you do little sips of air in and out through the nose. The idea is you fill up your lungs to like 80% capacity, and then you breathe at about 20% capacity, 80-20 breathing. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, squeeze your butt. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep your chest lifted, eyes open, look back. Bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees, fold. You want to go in and out of this with a flat spine, straight back, hands to floor. Drop your head, go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers.
Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward like a wheel. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, find your edge, pull, stretch, breathe. And change. Come on up with a flat back. Knees can bend as you lift. Good. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Keep your shoulders down, neck long. From here on out, we want to find a little bit of stillness and breath between every posture. Second set, feet together, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, stomach in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe. Use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set. So if in the first set you're having trouble breathing or you had to come out early, that might be a sign to do a little bit less. Or in the first set when you heard change, you were like, wait, I can go deeper. That might be a sign to go deeper a little faster. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. You can use your breath to deepen your practice. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Squeeze your palms together, press your hips forward, stomach in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room, press your heels into the floor, push your hips to the right. So one day your hips are beyond your right ankle. Move your right hip a little forward, two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately take your arms back with your ears. Notice if your hands are coming apart and your wrists are starting to bend. Squeeze your palms together. If you can see the wall behind you, start to tilt your index fingers down towards the floor, like you can touch the floor behind you. I've seen it done once or twice. Pretty cool. Why not today? Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep your chest lifted and bring your arms back a little bit more. Arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Good. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, fold. Let the pretty colors fade. Sometimes I see stars in that one, like today. Hands to the floor, drop your head. Kind of a psychedelic experience. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tight. Ooh. Tadasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, all 10 fingers together, little baby fingers touch side by side. Wrap your elbows back behind you. Try to touch your elbows together behind you, like you're doing a bicep curl in reverse here. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Slide your stomach down, thighs, chest down, knees, nose between the calves. One day, top of the head touches the top of the feet. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Lock your knees, lock your knees. Change, come on up, arms with ears, chin away from the chest, knees can bend as you lift. So nice. Float your arms down. Ooh. And let that one go. Awkward Ookatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, not too big of a step. If you put your hands on your hip bones and look down, that should be the space between your feet. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, nothing loose or hanging in the arms. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight. Notice if your knees are coming in or out. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees, and hands. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Tremendous concentration. Focus one point in front of you. Don't even blink your eyes. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. So we're learning to balance, but we're also learning concentration, meditation. It helps with balance if you focus on one unmoving spot. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, keep the insides of your feet parallel, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body. Stop whenever you want, or stop when there's a little bit of a gap between hips and heels, so you're never quite resting. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up. Very nice, heels down, right foot back, arms down, breathe. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet perfectly parallel, arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, fingers together, reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. So move your hips back and then reach your fingertips forward in opposite directions, arms are your counterbalance. Keep your neck long, core tight, and lift your upper body off of the lower body. Can you move your hips back a little bit more? Lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there, press your hips forward, concentrate, meditate, levitate, lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. It's my favorite exhibit song, concentrate, meditate, levitate. Greetings from the Golden State, sit down a little bit lower, lift your heels a little higher, change, come on up. Last part, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. In the eternal words of Fat Joe, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Stop when there's a half-inch gap between hips and heels. Pull the abdomen in, drop the shoulders down, keep your face relaxed, triceps tight, change. Slowly come up like you're sliding up a wall. Very nice, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Good for you. Eagle pose, Garudasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Keep in mind that I'm not mirroring you. So check out your rights, check out your lefts. Don't mix them up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at your elbows, again if you can at your wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. You can also interlace fingers, grab a thumb or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug for coming to class. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair. Stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes. Eventually, wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, elbows over knees. Notice if the weight is in the ball of your foot, move the weight back into your heel. Just like awkward chair pose, sit back and down, hips into a chair, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, inhale, arms up, left side. Exhale, swing left arm, under right arm, left, under right. Palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, stomach in. Bend your knees, sit down low, hips into a chair. Stay down there, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist, squeeze, and breathe. On this side, you want to bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. So one day wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles are in line. Notice if your hands are going to the right of your face. Bring your hands to the left, back to center, and then drop the right shoulder down to even out the shoulders. Press the palms together. Bring the weight back into your heel. To get a little deeper, fold forward, sit back and down, pull your elbows down, suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, inhale, arms up, right into second set. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down low, lean back, and bring right leg over left leg. If your foot is wrapping, try to eliminate the gap between right ankle and left calf muscle. If your hands are in prayer, try to press your palms together, straighten the wrists, even out the fingertips. Push your top leg into your bottom leg. You're really compressing all the major joints in the body, deltoids, wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, sit down, lean back, change. Feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Left arm, under right arm, left under right. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. So this side might feel different from the other side. This set might feel different from the other set. This class might feel different from your last class. Groundhog's Day was this week, but our yoga class, our yoga practice is not Groundhog's Day, right? Every side is different, set is different, day is different, every body is different. It's a good place to be, right? Even though the yoga stays the same, you change. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, sit down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Water, so delish. Okay, let us continue. Next is the balancing series. If you fall out of a posture, just hop back in. So you always end on one leg, even if it's just the setup of the posture. I'm gonna adjust this camera a little bit. Perfect, okay. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janusharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, big toe points forward, lock your left leg. Lift your right leg up, flex all 5 toes back towards your face. Option to stay here with your core tight, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no knee. If you have a grip on your foot and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher. Good, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex your toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an upside down L like Linda. Oh, Linda. Lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right foot. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without sinking back into your heel and without grabbing the floor of your toes. You really want to press down through the ball of your foot, your heel. Think about suction cupping the arch of your foot up. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in. Option to stay here or round down, maybe just an inch or two. And eventually pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. You're welcome to lift your knee higher into your chest so that you don't have to round down. This is a great option for anyone who wants to try the posture but has a little bit of an achy back, right? You can start more lifted. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, inhale slowly, gently, lift your left leg up, heel in line with your hip. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back, breathe through your nose. It can take a while to lock the kicking leg, right? So just think about driving the heel forward, flexing the toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, lift your hips up so your knee is over your ankle. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an upside down L. You feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs. Puff up your chest first, and then slowly with control, bring your elbows down, chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Should be able to breathe at your deepest point. Change, take your time as you come out. Very nice. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Sometimes we get to the part where we drop our head down and we just want to like rush through it. So in the second set, I'm going to give us a little bit of extra time, just so that if you're at that point where you're starting to bring your head to your knee, there is no rush. You can take like 20 seconds to bring your head down if you want, right? And I will wait for you. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janusharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Go at your own pace. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Take all the time you need. Touch your forehead to your knee. Hold and breathe at your deepest point. Good. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out. You can stay in it longer if that helps.
Very nice. I saw that. Good for you. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. So sometimes when we're unsure in life and in yoga, we want to rush, but actually those are invitations to slow down. When you're ready, inhale slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock slowly, gently, bend your elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance comfortably, slowly, gently, tuck your chin to your chest and put your exactly forehead on your knee. Take your time. You got it. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Good for you. Change, slowly reverse out. Very nice, friends. So good. Good for you. That was a forward coral compression posture. Next, we do a big back bend, heart opener, shoulder opener, standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling, bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously, charge your body forward. Also, sometimes the setup is a good place to be. Keep your chin and chest lifted. This is the cardiovascular part of class. Even as your heart rate increases, you want to breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulders, shoulder blades, scapula stretching away from the body. Beautiful. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder. Bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Kick, kick, kick. Change slowly. Kick yourself up. So nice. Feet together. Arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back, bicep with ear. Try to bring your inner thighs together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin and shoulders, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without sinking back into your heel and without grabbing the floor with your toes. That'll cramp the calf. Keep all 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Keep your chin and chest lifted, but the abdomen can relax. This is a back bend. Think about getting an even rounding to the spine. So sometimes we only bend from the lower back. Keep your chin and chest lifted so the middle and upper back are working as well. Reach your right arm forward, relax your left shoulder back until the left shoulder becomes invisible behind the right shoulder, 2 shoulders in line. Bring the body down a little bit more parallel to the floor, big toe up to the ceiling, start to kick up towards the ceiling, kick, 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 change, slowly come on up. So nice, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Go again, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder, pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, knees together, lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe, kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose, left hip back, right hip down, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Body down to parallel, so 2 heels in line. Big toe up to the ceiling, kick from your hamstring and glute. Body down a little bit more, leg up a little bit more. Reach forward, kick up one more time. Change slowly with control, kick up. Feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up, maybe arm behind your ear flap, knees together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly swipe your right arm along the profile of your face until your shoulder and chin touch. Simultaneously swipe your inner thighs together. One day doing the standing splits, why not today? Reach your right arm forward, relax your left shoulder back,
What does it feel like to be in your body with your breath in this unique moment in space and time, getting to know yourself a little bit better? Bring the body down more, leg up more, reach forward, kick up, hold and breathe at your deepest point, noticing the breath. Change, slowly kick up, feet together, arms down. Keep the breath steady. Come to the back of your mat, Tadasana, balancing stick. This next posture is only 10 seconds. You have to make up your mind to use 100% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over. Feet together, inhale, arms up, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Please don't lose the grip. Keep your arms with your ears, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, a big step, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Body down, leg up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stomach in, stretch up. Keep your arms with your ears. Step your left foot forward. Shift your weight to your left foot, stretch and tilt. As Kurt Cobain says, hurry up or take your time. The choice is yours, but don't be late. So short posture, bring your chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up, parallel to the floor. Body down, leg up, reach forward, stretch back. Change slowly with control, right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down, take a breath. Go again, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt, come down without letting the left hip lift up. Drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, move your left foot a little to the left, hips in line, hips and armpits face the floor, stretch, change, slowly left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch up and tilt. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body. Bikram says your shoulders are supposed to hurt in this posture. Keep your arms with your ears, squeeze your palms together, body down, leg up, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Can you hold still for one holy sacred breath? This is the gift that you're giving yourself, a tool that you are sharpening or honing, the ability to go from movement to stopping to movement again without inertia, pure control of body, breath. Come to the top of your mat, Mashimoto stretching. You can face the right side of your mat for the next 3 postures. It's the separate leg series. If you want to keep both feet on the floor, I will face you. Standing, if you want to keep both feet on your mat. Hopefully you keep both feet on the floor. Standing, separate leg stretching. Dandayamana Bikaptapada Mashimoto. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down, parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in and pigeon toe your feet, or you can point your toes forward and keep the insides of your feet parallel. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward, look forward all the way down. Lots of options. You can have your hands on the floor. You can grab the outsides of your feet. You can also grab your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. If your head's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step, pull a little bit more, and then find your edge. Everybody roll forward, hips up, knees back, pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Change, slowly come up, legs locked, back flat. Very nice, step your right foot back, arms up, arms down. If your forehead easily touched the floor in the first set, you can take a little bit of a smaller step so your hamstrings and spine can stretch more. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor, you might try taking a bigger step, but also keep in mind, you never want your step so wide that you lose control of your legs. You want to feel the stretch in the hamstrings, not the inner thighs. So it is possible to take too big of a step. Just keep that in mind. Second set, let's try it. Let's play around. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor, lock your legs, lift your chest and swan dive forward. I remember the first time I taught 2nd graders yoga, I asked a fellow yoga teacher, what's your advice? And they said, play, play, play. I always remember that, play, 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 because I think it's true for second graders, but I think it's true for adults as well. Play around in your yoga practice. If you have a grip on your heels, bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Play around, roll forward like a wheel. Now, if your knees are bending a lot, you can put your hands on the floor and walk your hands forward so that your legs are straight. If your spine is rounding a lot, think about arching your spine, lift your chin and chest. If your head's not yet touching the floor, let's all take a bigger step. Everybody roll forward, pull, stretch, breathe. When your head's an inch or two away from the floor, just drop your head down. Top of the head touches the floor in between your feet. Good stuff. Change, slowly come up, no rush. Step your right foot back, arms up, arms down. Triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right knee and lunge, you can bounce a couple times, sit down low, press your hips forward, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side wall. Like if there were a wall in front of you, you would be able to put your palms, your chest, and the side of your face, your ear against that wall. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down in opposite directions. Turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot, even your pinky toe flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your two heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge. You can bounce a couple times. Sit down low. Press your hips forward, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So eventually elbow in front of the knee, but you're not collapsing down to get there. If your left thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, just try and get a 45-degree angle, a tilt from your hip to the crown of your head. So you're not staying all the way lifted, but you're also not collapsing all the way down, right? You want a long diagonal line from head to toe. Look up towards the ceiling, look for your right thumb, lift your right shoulder up, touch your shoulder to your chin, stretch your left arm down, aim towards your big toe. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back, now turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back to the place, arms up, arms down, take a breath. Second set, triangle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right knee and lunge. You want your knee directly over your ankle, not beyond your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Notice if you start to fold forward, press your hips forward, lean your upper body back like you could lean your whole spine against a wall behind you. At first, there's curvature in the lower spine. Eventually, you're almost going to tuck your tailbone under and really engage your lower abdominal wall so that the lower back is nice and flat. Look up and stretch up. Now we'll start to twist the spine. Roll the left rib cage back, push the right elbow into the right knee, turn and twist, lock your left leg, left foot flat on the floor. Change, good for you. Rotate your arms, push the right heel into the floor to come up, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. You can always line up your heels with the edge of your mat. That is a helpful trick. Inhale, bend your left knee, sit down low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So eventually elbow in front of the knee, but you're not collapsing down to get there. Look up, stretch up, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart or your right toes start to turn out, imagine you're going to squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, but this is the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Right arm up, left arm down, turn, twist upper body back, stomach in. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, arms down. Standing, separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram Yoga. Inhale, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, a generous step, be generous with yourself. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room or the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in. Push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line. 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, Round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Lift your right hip up, press your left hip forward to get your two hips in line. If your forehead and knee aren't yet touching, you can try taking a little bit of a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can really push the floor away from you, tuck your chin to your chest, bring your forehead and knee a little closer together, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee first. Lock both legs second. Hands together third. Now change. Slowly uncurl. Push your front foot into the floor. Head up last. Pick up your toes. Pivot 180 degrees. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in. Push your right hip forward. Left hip back. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest. Stomach in. Bend your front leg. Touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. So this is both a forward fold and a rounded spine posture. This is one to be cautious of if your back is a little achy or if you have a history of slip discs. Doesn't mean you can't do it, just means that you want to move slowly with control and just kind of listen to what your body's telling you. Well, we often think of this purely as a rounded spine posture. In Ayurvedic medicine, it's really about compression. You're compressing, squeezing into the abdominal wall. So even if your forehead and knee don't touch, really think about drawing your belly button up and in, bringing your hips to your ribs, ribs to hips, belly button, middle spine to ceiling. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Good. Second set, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, right shoulder back, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave, chin to chest, stomach in. You can bend your front leg if you want, touch knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Notice if one hip is higher than the other, you want to move the right hip back, left hip forward, two hips in line, so both sides of your back round equally the same. And then think about squeezing into the abdominal wall. There's this idea that you're massaging your internal organs, so everything is squeaky clean after class. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, head up last, pivot on your heels, uncross your heels. Notice my hands are coming apart. I'm going to press palms together, feel your biceps engage, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Remember that every posture is modifiable, right? You want to find something that feels good to your body here. You are your best teacher. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together, left hip up, right hip forward, two hips in line. If your hands have separated, start to walk them back together, not because you have to, but because you can. That's the spirit of this class. Palms together, balance. Push forehead into knee a couple times, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose, Tadasana. We return to balancing on one leg. This is the hip opening series. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Maybe at first your ankle is on your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to costume. Hold on to your foot from underneath the foot with one or both hands. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape, never forcing your body. You can bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Press the palms together, feel the biceps engage. Elbows down, shoulders down, spine straight. Change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up, heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot falls, so I'm going to hold on to my foot with my hand, right? But you can bring the hands together, drop the shoulders, lift the chest, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without sinking back into your heel or grabbing the floor with your toes. Change, left leg down. You're welcome to do a second set of tree pose. You can also try Bujungasana toe stand. Look towards the floor, 4 feet in front of you, lock your left leg.
Lift your right leg up, anywhere above the knee, anywhere on your thigh is great. You can hold on to your foot or bring your hands together. So looking at one unmoving spot on the floor helps with balance. Concentrate and meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Fold forward. Try something new. Hands to floor. Option to stay here or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your left heel, bend your left knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. It's my favorite posture to fall out of because there's not very far to fall. Good. You're ready, hands to floor. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down. I had a teacher who once pointed out, he was like, when you guys fall out of that posture, you always have the biggest smile on your face. So why don't you fall out more? It looks like you're having fun. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. You can bring one or both hands together. Look towards the floor, fold. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back, stretch your spine up. Whether you're in tree or toe, point your left toes. Left hip forward, left knee down. Left hand to the center of your chest. Right hand, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then press your hips forward, lift from the lower ribs to come out just like you went in. Good for you. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You're on the floor for the rest of class. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. Take an inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. And then exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. Breathe in and breathe out. I did theater when I was growing up, and one of the cool things about doing a play is that the words that you say are the same every single time, but how you say them and the way that you interact with other characters changes. And especially if you're, in a play with multiple people in it, right? It's like your understanding of a dialogue with someone else changes over time. So how you are on opening night, how you're, doing a back and forth is very different from on closing night. And when someone comes and only sees one performance, right, they would have no idea. And maybe even if you see multiple performances, you don't know, but as the actor, you're aware that your understanding of the words changes every single time. Even if, where you're supposed to stand is the same, the set is the same, the person that you're, interacting with is the same, the words are the same, the plot is the same, but you're changing and your interaction with that space changes. And I think of that, the same thing is true with yoga. I often have people ask, like, don't you get bored doing the same thing every time? And I'm like, well, no, because it's not the same every time. In fact, rarely does it even feel remotely like the same every time. I think, sometimes in a consistent yoga practice, it's like being in a relationship. And it's actually the most important relationship you'll ever have, because it's the relationship with yourself, right? It's the most important relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. And sometimes it can feel a little bit like you're clocking in or showing up, but at some point during class, I hope for each of you, even if there's a day where you're like, okay, this again, right? At some point during class, I always wish for you that something opens up, or that you understand something on a different level, or you hear something a little bit different, or you feel something in your body shift, right? So we're never clocking it in, even if it feels occasionally like punching it in, going to work, you're never clocking it in, right? And this is this gift in yoga that you're giving yourself, that you're alive, that you're present, right? That even though the yoga stays the same, you change. This is not Groundhog's Day.
Apologies to Punxsutawney Phil. Bend your right leg up, Pavani Ookatasana when moving pose. Interlace your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull and hold. Change, right leg down, left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your left shin, nice tight grip, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back to your face. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit so that the back of your neck comes down towards the floor. Puff your chest up a little bit to let the shoulders relax. Belly button heavy like lead. Squeeze your knees together, press your shins into your forearms to roll your hips down onto the floor. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Breathe. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip so that you get really good at opening salsa jars, right? The long-term yogi, you can open a pasta sauce, a salsa jar, no problem. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to keep your right side body on the floor. If you're rolling too much to the left, right, roll to the right, right shoulder down, right hip, right leg down, breathe. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. If you can't grab your elbows, right, you can place your hands on your shins, you can interlace fingers, grab wrists or forearms. If it's easy to grab your elbows, palm your elbows. You can always get more or less compact. Head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, breathe. This posture is called wind removing pose. Some translations call it gas removing pose. You're purposely pushing out bubbles from our abdomen before we lie on our stomach. This posture comes at this point in class for a reason. It's good for digestion. Look down, breathe. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, exhale, grab your big toes, exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees, beautiful. Turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bujungasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet and hands down, look up and lift. Beautiful. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So nice. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Hug your arms into your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down, stretching your elbows towards your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push the tops of your feet, hips and hands into the floor. So you can use your hands a little bit here. Push your hands down. Now look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, toes together, heels fall open. If you've ever seen Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets with the basilisk, right? When he slays the basilisk and then like the big snake like falls and collapses down, don't be like the basilisk, right? You want to come out of the posture slowly with control. You are a cobra, not a Slytherin. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. So we're coming in and out of postures with control. Now, of course, from time to time, there will be times where we fall out of postures, where we have to come out early, where we collapse a little bit, and that's okay. But if there's a posture where every single time you have to come out early, that's an invitation to go slower, especially in the 90-minute version. We hold postures longer, which makes it a little bit more cardiovascular, but also like a lot more strength, right? We're really building strength in this posture, strengthening all of the muscles that surround the back. If you sit at a desk and hunch forward all day, this posture, the next three, these are your asanas, right? We're working on strengthening the back, relaxing the shoulders and chest, keep your neck long, look up, lift your chest. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Looking left and right between postures is a great way to gently stretch out the neck and shoulder. However, it can be a little intense. So if it does not feel good to look left and right, you're welcome to bend one or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, and that will take pressure off of the neck and shoulder. Bring your chin forward, locust shalabhasana, arm straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring them underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe back, press your shoulders down, lift your leg up. Change slowly with control, lower down. Relax your right leg. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Left leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee, shoulders down, leg up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your back, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Yes, struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Oh, that is so good. Shoulders down, mouth down. Lock your legs a little bit more. Knees together, soles of the feet face the ceiling. Lift your legs up. Change. Good for you. Slowly lower down. Take your arms out. Look to the right, left ear on your mat. In that posture, we bring some weight into our heart muscle. The heart rate increases. When we release the arms from underneath the body with an elevated heart rate, we get a nice rush of blood through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips. So throughout class, there are times when we cut off a little bit of circulation to one part of the body, not to an extent that it's like scary, right? Or you're not doing it for like 10 minutes, but we cut off a little bit of circulation, increase the heart rate. So when we come out of the posture, right, that part of the body gets flooded with breath. Bikram calls it like natural irrigation of the blood, which is like a cute mistranslation, but I think of that often. Irrigation of your blood. Bring your chin forward, arms straight, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you, so you're creating a little bit of a tourniquet effect. Again, it's not like we're doing this for 10 minutes. It's not bad for you. It's just on purpose, cutting off a little bit of circulation to the arms. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. For my hyperflexy folks, micro bend your elbows here. Notice if you're pushing your wrists and elbows down. Instead, press down through your knuckles and shoulders. Keep your triceps tight. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift left leg up. Eyes open, forehead soft. Look forward, relax your jaw, keep breathing. Push your hands back, roll forward, lock your left leg, lift it up. Change, left leg down. Third part, here we go. Chin in, mouth down, neck long. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. You're stretching out the tendons and ligaments in the arms and hands. Knees, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Sometimes in this posture, I feel like my wrists pop in like a good way, like a little chiropractic adjustment. Roll forward a little bit more. Press your hands back. Shoulders down, knees, feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes. Here we go. Lift your thighs up, change, lower down. Take your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the left, breathe. And especially here, make sure that you're getting some slow breaths in and out through the nose, so that the blood that's going through your arms and hands is highly oxygenated, right? We want to flood the body with oxygen. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butts, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a jumbo jet taking off. So nice. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Dunya, in your new apartment, the light is hitting you and you look like angelic. Reach your arms apart, keep your fingertips together, knees, feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, lift your thighs up a little bit more. Try to get one more rib off the floor. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right, left ear on your mat, breathe. Let's do it again. Chin forward, arms out, perpendicular to the body. Keep your shoulders soft, triceps tight. Knees, feet together, squeeze inner thighs together, point your toes, lock your legs, look up and lift everything, lifting off the floor. In the second set, can you lift your arms a little bit higher than the top of your head? From time to time in class, we ask ourselves questions like, can I get deeper into this posture? And if nobody's told you, it's okay for the answer to be no. In yoga, we are learning to set boundaries with ourselves, with our own bodies, with our teachers, and that's okay, right? Never forcing the body. Keep your knees, feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your left, right ear on your mat. So I like to think of the cues in yoga, especially cues for depth, as invitations, right? They are not commands. In this style of yoga, in our dialogue, it is often said as commands like push, 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 or kick, kick, kick. But mentally, right, I think of them as invitation. It's an invitation to kick up a little harder at the end. The answer to that invitation can be no. Sorry, not today, can't come tomorrow. That's okay. Dhanurasana floor bow. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, bring your knees, feet close together. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling and start to kick into your hands. Beautiful. Continuously keep kicking without stopping. So nice, without intermission. It's the kick that drives. You guys have like the best floor bows. So nice to see. I am inspired. Keep your neck long, eyes open, look up towards the ceiling, squeeze inner thighs together. Try to get your thighs off the floor. You want to freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Try not to rock back and forth. Do little sips of air in and out through the nose. Point your toes, start to kick up more than you kick back. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Notice if your wrists are bending, bring the insides of your wrists closer together. And I know if you have short or small hands like I do, I know that's hard, right? But you want to keep the wrist straight using upper fingertip strength. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling and kick into your hands. There's a few postures where if you have small paws, I know that it's a little bit difficult, but that's okay. Using upper fingertip strength, point your toes, look up to the ceiling. Try to keep your ankles, knees, and hips relatively in line. Hey, Srihari, try to get your thighs off the floor, point your toes, look up to the ceiling. At first, the shoulders are down, but eventually they're gonna roll back and open. Point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Let that one go. Okay, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat. Fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. Start in tabletop, open your knees and feet a little bit wider than your butt. Option to stay here or start to walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time as you slowly sink your hips down towards the floor. I'm going to stay here in the first set, but you are welcome to go deeper. Put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain. Left elbow down to the floor, knees never come off the floor. If both elbows touch the floor, drop your head back. Head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up carefully with control, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Let your toes, ankles, knees, hips, and spine stretch out. Let the floor hold you up. So sometimes in yoga and in life, we need to say no, right? Need to say no to invitations, need to say no to, opportunities to push deeper, to go a little bit deeper, right, in a posture, but also outside of your yoga mat, right? However, there's something to be cautious of in yoga. It is one thing to say no to a posture or no to going deeper into a posture because it doesn't feel good.
It's another thing to say no to something because you're not naturally good at it, right? The yoga postures that are the most difficult for us are usually the ones that our bodies need the most, which especially when our ego is leading can be tough, right? It doesn't mean that you need to push yourself. It might mean that you take some modifications in the posture. That's okay. But I'm going to say that one more time. The postures that are the hardest for us are usually the ones that our bodies need the most. So it's okay to say no, but make sure that you're not playing favorites and only doing the postures that, like, you know, you look good in. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, open your feet, sit down between your heels. Second set often feels quite different. What a joy. Option to stay here or put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on floor, arms overhead, other elbow on top. If this is all easy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher like a natural human bridge. If that's easy, slide your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Breathe at your deepest point. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, still breathing. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are modifiable and skippable, right? You can always roll off to the side or rock yourself up if it feels good. If you can do the sit-ups though, and they feel good, do them because they're really good core strengtheners. It's also a nice way to stretch out your spine between postures. And also, even though in general in this class, we exhale through the nose, we purposely exhale twice through the mouth when we do the sit-up to stimulate the central nervous system, especially in a 90-minute class where we tend to get a little bit sleepy at this point. Doing that elbows to floor, forehead to knees wakes up the body towards the end of class. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, good. Turn, come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms overhead, sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. You can always start on your knees, right? Or have your hands in prayer. Big stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down. You can put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, arms with ears, palms together, pinkies to floor, forehead to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of the pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of the arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips back in the opposite direction. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with ears, chin away from the chest. You can also push yourself up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. It is very common in that posture, either for the head to not touch the floor or the hips to not touch the heels. Remember that there are 2 sets for a reason. So I would recommend in at least one set, try to get your forehead to the floor, even if that means you have to lift your hips a little bit higher, right? The idea here is the hips are higher than the head, so you get a nice rush of blood towards the brain at the end of class. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the back of your mat, second set. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Neck long, so chin slightly away from your chest. Stretch up and go down. Can you touch your forehead to the floor and then your little fingers? Not an indictment, just a question. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch.
change, slowly come up. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Always a nice posture. Some of the postures you don't necessarily want to do outside of the sequence because they can be a little bit jarring. Like I wouldn't recommend doing triangle pose without other postures first. But that posture, half tortoise, is a really nice one, especially like if you wake up in the morning and you're just a little bit sleepy. Do a half tortoise, right? So it's good for getting some blood to the brain and like slowly bringing you into the world, into your body. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat, Camel Ookatasana, our deepest back bend, the highlight of your Saturday. Open your knees 6 inches between knees and feet. If you have tight knees or ankles, you're always welcome to roll up your mats. There's extra padding there. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin. And when you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Check in. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your HEELS heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, keep your hands on your back for support. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, breathe. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up without twisting, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. This posture can be a doozy. If you feel dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded, heavy-headed, euphoric, angry, pissed off, sad, you want to cry, why did I come to class? All of these things are normal. There's nothing wrong with you. If nobody has told you this yet today, there is nothing wrong with you. But there's also nothing wrong with you doing second set. You're just releasing some tension from the front of the body, and it can come out in some kind of weird ways, and that's okay. Do second set. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Okay. Turn, come to the top of your mat, second set. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees. Still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back. Bring elbows close together. One day elbows touch. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Remember that a little bit goes a long way, right? Option to stay here or go back halfway. Option to stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. In the second set, think about working into upper spine mobility. So once your hips are over your knees, you don't need to push the hips forward more. Think more about really lifting the chest up, like lifting the ribs up, lifting the chest up, clavicles up, throat up, head back, look back, breathe. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, very nice, sit down, turn around, Savasana, good for you. So sometimes in back bends, again, you can get like a slightly psychedelic experience. So sometimes I feel like I'm almost in quicksand and I'm sinking down towards the floor after that posture. Not today, but sometimes. And again, like whatever your experience is in your human body, in yoga and outside of yoga, I promise you that you're not alone, right? There's the cool thing about yoga is it's been practiced for so long. I promise you're not the first person to like, ooh, that I heard that pop, or like, ooh, that felt weird. I promise you're not alone, right? If something doesn't feel good, that's a sign to ease off, but I promise that there's nothing wrong with you, right? Nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with practicing yoga. If something hurts or doesn't feel right, it's just an invitation to ease off. Try a modification, do a little bit less. It's not like that you've done something wrong, right? Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up.
Good. Try and come to the middle of your mat. Rabbit Sasangasana. We're going to flip it and reverse it. After that deep back bend, we round our spines, the calming, cooling posture. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you, like me, have short arms and a long torso and you can't grab your heels quite yet, that's okay. Grab your butt at the top, even though that sounds weird. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Now reach back, pull on your heels if you haven't already, thumbs outside, fingers inside, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, option to stay here or lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit, press down through the tops of your feet, ankles, shins, and knees. You have about 30% of your body weight in your head and neck, 70% of your body weight in the full palm grip on your heels. So you're not crunching into the neck spine. Lift the shoulders up to decompress the neck spine. Squeeze the heels together, roll forward like a wheel, lock your arms around your spine. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. So I have a theory, there's a lot of talk in this class about like nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. We are working on grip strength throughout class. And I've always thought that all of that working on grip strength leads up to this moment, right? This is like the most important grip that you have in class is the grip on your heels, because it helps you to round your spine without crunching into your neck and head. So think about all of the grip strength that you've cultivated throughout your yoga practice, and you're going to use it in the second set, really pulling on your heels. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the middle of your mat, second set, rabbit. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your HEELS heels. Stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Try to feel each part of your back moving. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Option to stay here or pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Keep squeezing, pulling the heels, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize it. So if nobody has told you this yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, hips down to the heels, slowly pull yourself out with control. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Breathe. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, head to knee with stretching, Janusharasana. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Inhale your arms up overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your exactly forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, keep your core tight. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to costume, sole of right foot pushes into inner left thigh bicep. Make sure that your leg is not on top of your foot. Big stretch up, turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. Now, if your forehead and knee do not touch with a straight leg, that's really normal. Bend your left leg as much as you want. Bring the mountain to Muhammad, if you will. Tuck your chin to your chest, touch your exactly forehead to knee. Now interlace your fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Great practice for standing head to knee tomorrow without having to balance. Bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and stop. Mashimoto, stretching pose. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees, feet together, spiral inner thighs down, flex pinky toes back so the soles of your feet are flat. Option to keep your knees bent and fold forward, or try to straighten your legs, even lock your legs, puff up your chest, everybody fold forward. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down, fold. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat. Second set, right leg out, left leg in. Sole of left foot pushes into inner right thigh bicep. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to your right, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. Now in the second set, see if you can start to slide your right heel forward and see how long you can make your leg before the forehead and knee lose contact. Eventually leg straight. If your leg is straight, can you get your heel off the floor? Like flex your toes back, yeah, bend your elbows down, quad tight. Imagine there's a mosquito underneath your knee and you want to smush the mosquito with your knee. Elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lay down and sit up. Second set, stretching pose. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a straight, a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, fold. Imagine you're gonna hook your ribs over your knees. Rather than rounding your spine, lengthen your spine, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fish pose. Take a moment, identify left, identify right, don't mix them up. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. You're also welcome to have your left leg straight out in front of you. Right hand close behind you like a second spine, left arm up, bend over, grab your left knee with your left hand, and also grab your mat. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. Point your left toes. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Drop your shoulders, lift your chest. Option to keep your hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Try grabbing your hip. If that's easy, grab your waistband. If that's easy, reach behind you, grab your left thigh with your right hand for a bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, drop the shoulders. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist, twist, twist. Good, change, slowly unwind. Let's do the other side. Bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left hand close behind you, fingers tented, thumb pointing towards you. Right arm up and over, grab a right knee with right hand. Look down, and if you are sitting on your right foot, slide it out of the way, try to get the left hip down. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. Notice if you're leaning way back, walk your hand in closer behind you. If you can balance here, reach behind you, catch right thigh with left hand. Keep your right knee down, left foot down, point your right toes. Eyes open, look over left shoulder. Where your eyes go, body will know to follow. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over left shoulder, twist. Feels so good, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. We begin 26 and 2 yoga with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth, and we end class full circle with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. Kapalbhati breathing, good for your lungs, digestion, abdominal wall. If it is hurting your body to sit on your feet, go ahead and sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. You're going to exhale rapidly through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, you'll pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically but subtly take in air. So all you have to worry about is the exhale. Sit up tall, lock your arms, drop your shoulders, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall. Second set, harder, better, faster, stronger. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take up as much or as little space as you'd like. And take a nice slow breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Yesterday did what it did. Tomorrow's going to do what it does. You might as well be here and just enjoy this moment. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. This is not Groundhog's Day. You are so very alive.